Welcome to Island Paulsboro. This week's program comes to you from home base here in the lobby of historic Hill Theater Studio on Broad Street. And for those watching this program who haven't seen us before on the newly expanded Gloucester County Network, welcome to the show. Irma?
John, we're in every town in Gloucester County.
I think, almost, I think.
Well, you know, if you have birthdays, anniversaries, just call us, 423-3787. We'll be glad to put your birthdays and anniversaries, whatever. And, of course, I usually wear red, John. But
you look very festive today.
Thank you. The girls from class of 1957 went out and had lunch together, and as we're maturing, we figure we better get together.
Maturing. Very good. We have an interesting program for you today. Eric Bierman joins us from Sickles & Associates. They're our municipal water engineer to give us an update on how the progress is on the new wells 8 and 9 and when they're returning online to help offset this other issue that's being dealt with. We expect Mayor Hamilton to drop by depending on his schedule. And also Ken Zane joins us from Harvest Realty. He is a friend of Paulsboro, helped us out a couple of years ago on a major project by the railroad tracks. And Ken has property in Paulsboro, and there's been a question about what's happening here. And we're going to talk about do we have a problem or do we have an opportunity? And then, of course, Irma will be back with Community Notes. So stay with us. We're coming right back.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Welcome back. The hot topic, an important topic in Paulsboro, and now surrounding communities is being understood, is municipal water issues about this trace of chemical that has presented itself due to now this ability to test into the trillions. With me now is Eric Bierman. He was on the last show, and his firm that he works for, Sickles & Associates, are the municipal water system engineers for Paulsboro. They've been in that role for a number of years. They are very trusted, and we have great faith in them. But Eric is fully focused on what's taking place, and there are two things we'd like to talk to him about today. And to remind everyone, the well that is having the difficulty is well number 7, the oldest of the 3 wells. The new wells 8 and 9, which we did a program from there when we cut the ribbon, have been shut down because of naturally occurring radium in the water, and those filters and that system had to be tweaked to handle that radium in a way that met all the correct standards. So as soon as those wells come back online, which we're going to talk about as I turn to Eric, well number 7 will be shut down until new filters are installed to handle that particular chemical. That's an accurate summary, correct, Eric?
That's right. That's right. So right now those wells are shut down, and the borough shut them down voluntarily to make sure that we address the issue with the radium. We're nearly at that point where we're going to start bringing the system back online. So within 2 weeks, we're going to be bringing less than that. We're going to be bringing it back online first week of April. We'll be back.
And that's very significant. Now we're taping this show on March 19th. So when you get a reference of the time frame that Eric just mentioned, so with those wells coming back online, then well number 7 shuts down.
That's correct. We're going to take well number 7 offline, and we're working on solutions that can be used to address the issues at well number 7.
Well, and talk to us about 8 and 9, because it's a big investment on the part of the taxpayers of Paulsboro with the help of the American Recovery Act. Federal funds were involved in that because a number of these facilities were built, if I'm not mistaken, similar, right? Eric, I think Clayton, Salem City, a few other new facilities were built in this generation of filtration.
Sure, but all the treatment plants are different because the water quality that they're treating, the groundwater in different areas is going to be different. So you have different challenges in each location. So in our location, as you mentioned at the start, is one of the challenges that we have is radium. So we've implemented a new chemical feed system that we're going to be starting up next week, and that will be able to address the radium and be able to get the radium out of the water.
And remember that this well was approved by the Department of Environmental Protection. Everyone knew that radium was there. Radium is naturally occurring, and it was the media that was because the wells were functioning fine initially, correct?
That's right. The wells were functioning fine. The media was actually taking up the radium. At a certain point, the medium reached a maximum, couldn't take it up anymore, and we needed to implement a new system, an additional system to help facilitate it.
This aquifer that we pump this water from, I also like to remind people, you can't drink the water right out of this aquifer. We have to filter for a number of things, not just in Paulsboro, but I guess everywhere that works off this aquifer.
Almost everywhere. There are some municipalities where they can pump out of the aquifer. It depends on the exact location where your wells are. Paulsboro, the general area of Paulsboro, all of the wells that Paulsboro has ever had have required treatment.
And I remember some time ago, Glassboro was dealing with salt.
That's right. And, once you get farther down in the aquifer, closer to the middle of the state, you end up having issues like that where the salt is a little bit higher. But Paulsboro doesn't have that here.
All right. And a simple question, one that people ask. We now have 3 water towers in Paulsboro. One that's beautifully rusted, one that's beautifully unrusted standing next to it, and, of course, a standpipe by 295. What's the status of the old tower, Eric, and the new tower?
Well, we're actually moving ahead. I know everybody's been waiting for that old tower to come down, but T-Mobile has just finished moving their antennas over to the new tower. They transitioned it over this past weekend, and the new tank or the old tank should be coming down in mid-April, towards the end of April.
And how much water is stored between the standpipe on Berkeley Road and the new tower?
Paulsboro has 2 million gallons in storage.
All the time?
Mm-hmm.
And we have 3 now sent to the municipal water system. The pumps pump to the towers, correct?
The pumps actually pump directly into the distribution system. The water mains in the ground. The water mains in the ground then connect to the tank, so the water flows through the water mains in the street between the pumps and the towers.
I always thought it was the other way around. Now, the towers, are they for storage or are they for pressure?
Both. Okay. They store water for times when the pumps can't keep up with the demand, and they provide the pressure.
Are there occasions when all 3 wells will operate?
At times during the summertime, they'll all operate. When you have really high demand, all 3 wells will operate. If you had a fire emergency, all 3 wells will be turned online.
So the issue with getting number 7 refitted with filtration able to handle this trace chemical is important.
It's critical for Paulsboro. It absolutely is. Paulsboro's got allocation for all 3 of their wells, and Paulsboro wants to maintain that allocation.
Very important with the port coming. Of course, you've been talking about the port for so many years. People look at me and saying, what port are you talking about? But we're hopeful finally to have an announcement, and the water system is critical to what's going to happen at that port as well. So, Eric, you're optimistic the new filters on 8 and 9 will work?
All indications it's positive. It'll be good for the borough.
We're looking forward to that. Hopefully, the next handful of days. Stay with us. We're going to come right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back to the program. With me now is Ken Zane, and Ken owns a business called Harvest Realty, a long time business in Gloucester County. The firm, has been a friend of Paulsboro. When we tore down the buildings at the railroad tracks, it was a very complicated process at that point. Ken's firm stepped in, handled all the transactions, didn't charge the municipality a fee to walk us through that. And that was complicated. There are multiple settlements, multiple properties, and I've always been grateful for the fact that he stopped his day and put his resources to help us do that. He joins us now because Harvest Realty has always sold homes in Paulsboro. There's a recent story in the paper saying that the real estate market here was in distress because of the issue with the train, coupled with the issue with the municipal water system. And as I've said publicly, first of all, the train deal is done. A new bridge is coming. The existing structure is locked in place. That issue is addressed, and the municipal water system is well on the way to being corrected. And frankly, when we finish, it's going to be better than when we started. So, Ken, with that lead-in, do we have a crisis, or do we have a problem, or do we have an opportunity?
I think we have an opportunity. I don't think Paulsboro is really any different than most of the towns out there. I can go over statistics galore with you, but there's a lot of properties on the market, but there are everywhere. The Gloucester County Times newspaper article was accurate in its numbers, but when you pull these up, if you want to take 1 month and look at a short picture of that nature, in March so far we're 2/3 of the way done. There's 6 listings. That equates to 9. That's actually an average to slower amount of listings in a town of this nature at this time. So I think there's a great opportunity for investment properties all over the area, but certainly in Paulsboro, because there are some people that are looking to get out, and there is competition. There's 63 homes on the market now, but there's 31 that have settled in the last year. I mean, that's a pretty good ratio right now.
And almost, that leads to the bigger question. We have always touted Paulsboro in these handful of years as being a place for a first-time home buyer. We've always struggled because Paulsboro doesn't have the second and third home. We don't have the big homes with 5 bedrooms and 6 bedrooms. But from a first-time home buyer standpoint, I've always felt there was an appeal here.
There certainly is. It's affordable. I mean, certainly a lot of Paulsboro buyers come from within Paulsboro. We know that when we market, that there's a decent chance they're going to come from here. But there's a lot of opportunity. And yes, you don't have the second and third, but you don't need it in this town because a lot of people want to stay here. They grow up here. They're looking to stay in Paulsboro. There's a lot of people that's their goal.
And what interest rates are I guess almost at a record low. Is money available to people? I mean, is a mortgage is hard to get? I know you've had to change your business over time. There were some rough patches.
There absolutely have been, but you know what? There is enough mortgage money out there. There's lenders that want to lend money. You typically aren't going to go to your local bank without putting a lot of money down. But in the price ranges that Paulsboro appeals to, you're putting 3.5% down buying an FHA house. 3.5% doesn't equate that different than a security deposit in a rental. $100,000 home, which is somewhat higher end in Paulsboro. $3,500 down payment, $1,500 rentals, a $2,250 down payment in just the rent. So, and the rates are great. They're historically low. They're incredible.
How about the lending standards from the people that provide the mortgages? I know there was a period of time where almost anyone could get a mortgage, then no one could get a mortgage. So, what's the landscape now?
Right, exactly where it belongs. It was if you had a pulse, you could get a mortgage. Then it went crazy where you had to be perfect to get that mortgage. Right now, it's in balance. It's where it is. If you have a decent job, decent, not perfect credit, couple of bucks in the bank, you're getting approved. The people that should get approved are getting approved.
Now, give people a sense, first of all, we appreciate you breaking up your day to come and talk about this because we like to deal with these things head on with regards to what's happening in our neighborhoods. Give people a sense of what your firm offers because what does a person expect from a realtor? They see your sign. You have listings everywhere.
We do. We've always been one of those companies that have a presence throughout the entire South Jersey area, predominantly Gloucester County, but we're in several counties. And we, differently than others, we do everything. I own the company that's mostly a sales company, but we certainly have a property management company where we collect rents and handle properties for rental. We do a lot of foreclosure work as appointed receivers by the courts. Do quite a bit of work as an expert witness testifying in court. Not that those last 2 items really help many people, but there are a lot of people, just like the newspaper article said in the Times, that are sick of being a landlord. We do offer a service for a very small amount of money where we will collect the rents, and they don't even need to hear from the tenant. The tenants will call us if there's an issue. We'll dispatch the contractors. So it's not just the traditional sales that everybody around offers. We do absolutely everything, which the investors love that today because they sometimes back out of buying these homes because of the maintenance in it. There's not a lot of profit in an investment property today, short term. So it's not like they're making a few $1,000s a year. It's worth it as a part-time job. They hire us and it's no hassle and it's done and their profit's long term.
For a first-time home buyer or a person who's not sophisticated about going through the process, do you take them by the hand? If someone walks in the door and says, "We want to buy a home, we've never bought one, what do we do?
Absolutely. We start by telling them all the steps. And I've always said to every agent I've ever brought on board and to pretty much every buyer, our job as brokers and agents are to do two things: communicate and educate. We're to communicate with the client of exactly what they can expect, what the next steps should be, how to get there, and educate them into allowing them to make the proper decisions. Somebody wants to buy a house, we start off with seeing how much money they want to spend. What are their criteria in a house? Where do they want to live? Then we take them to show them the house. That's the easiest part of the job that everybody thinks is the glory part. It's fun walking through houses. After a while, it's not that fun. But you take them through the houses, you show them everything, they see things, they decide if their furniture could fit. You bring them back to the office, explain what their payments would be. We tell them that they get a home inspection. We always would recommend to have an expert come through and say what's wrong with the house. We walk them through everything: the title process, the appraisal process, the mortgage, the survey, every step that's going to happen if you're a buyer, and conversely, pretty much the same, but on the opposite side of the table for the seller. We hold their hands and we don't do everything for them. We do everything for them that they want us to do. Some people want to be very hands-on. Some people are like, can you help me with this? But we're there to guide them into them making proper, educated, informed decisions.
Beautiful. Phone number?
856-848-6600. Open 7 days a week.
7 days a week. And if you should call, maybe Barbara McGill answers the phone. Tell her John said hello. But I will say this to you. If you're in the market, considering the market, we, of course, like you to look at Paulsboro, but you can be at a place with confidence if you're sitting with Ken and his group at Harvest Realty. You'll get a straight story, and you'll get good direction. He's been a friend for many years. Harvest Realty. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Welcome back. We're real pleased that Mayor Jeff Hamilton was able to stop by, just finished up work, wanted to come by and join us on the program. It's been a busy time, as we all know. Of course, local government is always busy. Even under the best of circumstances, it's always busy. And it's been particularly complicated over these last couple of weeks as Mayor and Council has held a large public meeting at the high school, done 2 mailers to people's homes with the intention of keeping everyone informed. There are no secrets with what's going on. We have a problem. It's going to get fixed, and when we finish, it's going to be better. So, Jeff, you're making progress. I mean, you had DEP meetings today. It seems you have everyone engaged.
Yes, we do. We have from legislation all the way down to municipal government. And we're working very hard on trying to get this situation together with the water. And right now, since we opened it up, I see in the paper now that many more towns are getting involved in it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, this is one of those issues that, 3 months ago, no one talked about anything, and now suddenly, there are traces of it here and there. So the work being done here and understanding how to handle filtration and how to deal with it is going to be a great benefit to the other communities. I would think other mayors, Jeff, will be calling you because they're going to want to compare notes of what filtration has to happen.
Yes, most of the time they were telling us it's carbon filtration, and that would really help this program out for us, because right now with that carbon filtration we would be able to get it at the beginning of our water treatment in order to treat this water here in Paulsboro. right now, that's one of the things we are trying to work with very closely with Salve and DEP.
It's an important focus. And I think everything we're told about the carbon filtration that they're educating us on, frankly, it'll likely take out other things as well. We may end up with better water than we had before we had a problem.
That is true. But I'm just going to say we're going to wait and see. You know, we're still working very hard, negotiating with each other.
Yeah, and I get a sense that everyone's in the game. I mean, it seems like everyone's cooperating.
Yes, they are. And, well, we have more meetings to come, and we will find out who's going to do what when this here situation is going to be resolved.
It's going to get fixed.
Yes, it's going to get fixed.
That's the mayor has said it, and that is how this is going to end, and it's going to be a happy ending. Remember, we're taping on March 19th. Municipal engineer was on earlier, and as the mayor will tell you, having well number 8 and well number 9 back online sooner than later is going to take a lot of pressure off.
Yes, it will, because well number 7 was the one that had all the particles in it, such as the PFCs, and right now, if we can hurry up, and it would really benefit our community to have number 8 and 9 back online.
We're looking forward to that coming sooner than later. And as we have said on this topic, as we've dedicated a couple of programs to this, you have to take these things head on. Things happen. The idea is how you fix them, how you react to them, and I can tell you the governing body has been on this from the time it was brought to their attention that it had to be addressed. They have forged a relationship with the DEP from Commissioner Martin to the Assistant Commissioner who's quarterbacking it, and Solvay has been cooperative in the room, and everyone's working together. And this will get fixed sooner than later. Stay with us. We're coming right back. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Of course, people watch the show for this reason. It's time for Commuter Notes with Irma Stevenson. Irma, we've had an informative program. Water engineer visited us. The mayor stopped in to give us an update. Ken Zane told us the world wasn't ending. So, do we have a problem or do we have opportunity?
John, people from Paulsboro are used to problems, but we fix them. We go after it. We fight. That's why we're home of champions, and we go and we will get with our mayor and council and our people and our legislator, we will get it fixed.
It's going to get fixed.
And John, I really wish they'd come and talk to people who are staying in Paulsboro and aren't selling their homes.
Well, that's why you're on television.
Yeah. Happy birthday to the Reeder twins, Pearson Brook, Patty Fish, Jean Bay, Bess Kniestout Kelly, Ethan Z. Ryder, Zach Guerin, Brian O'Leary, Jennifer O'Leary, Brenda K. Stevenson, Walt Stevenson, my secretary, 57 years, John.
Oh, my goodness.
They were ready to take him down at the president was awarding the Medal of Honors. Well, my family thought Walter should get one too. Jason Moran, Archie Remnick, Jennifer Turner, Michael Connick.
Was Archie in the hospital?
Archie, I understand, is home. Yes, Archie passed out. He had an episode at the Royston Ham dinner. And, of course, I was there as his nurse, and he wasn't going to the hospital. I said, Nurse Ratchet said you are. So they kept him for a couple of days observation, but I understand he's home. Good. So get better, Arch. Happy anniversaries to Gary and Lynn Stevenson, Bonnie and John Haddock, Lisa and Billy Mitchell, and Debbie and Anthony Kniestout. Happy anniversaries and happy birthdays. Our Anthony Callista VFW Ladies Auxiliary, Post 5579 in Gibbstown, will be having a fundraiser on March the 29th. Basket auction. Doors open at 6 p.m., $10 donation, food and drinks available, and this benefits the Wounded Warriors. Zion Community Church in Clarksburg, Kings Highway, will hold their hoagie and yard sale on Saturday, March 29th, 10 a.m. until noon. Call 856-423-2000. And our friends at St. Michael's Mutual Club will hold its 5th annual comedy night on April 5th. Doors open 7 o'clock, shows 9 to 11, $25. Porkette and beer available. Of course, raffle door prizes and such. Please call Billy Bramwell at 856-423-1134 for further information. Our Paulsboro Day Committee meets the fourth Monday of every month, 7 p.m. at the Paulsboro Municipal Building on North Delaware Street. Volunteers are always needed. Email for any information at MSN, paulsboroday@msn.com. Details of upcoming events and fundraisers. Paulsboro seniors are always looking for members, new members, ages 55 or over. Meetings are the second and fourth Tuesday of every month at 1 p.m. They also play bingo, have casino trips. Call 856-224-0180. And on Saturday, April 26th, the Christ Presbyterian Church on Swedesville Road in Gibbstown will hold a spring tea. 2 teas, 11:30 and 1:30. Tromboli table, also call 423-0916. And John, I went to the play, our high school students. It was called Little Shop of Horrors. Well, it was great. We also had an exhibition. It was like going in the Philadelphia Art Museum. Our art students with Miss Ledoux and O'Malley are wonderful, and the jazz band. So Paulsboro high school is wonderful. I'm so proud of them. And Paulsboro Pride. On this will be the banner in the summertime. For spring, we're going to have tulips as our banners, but Paulsboro, the Tinicum Rearranged Lighthouse, and then we're also going to alternate it with our Paulsboro Pride. This is through the Chamber of Commerce. Spring banners will be up soon. Banner donations to Paulsboro Chamber of Commerce, P.O. Box 181, Paulsboro, New Jersey. We will accept any type of donation. You want to send us $1 to help us with the cost. John, I like that Tinicum thing, yeah.
Well, and they look very nice on the new lampposts.
It dresses up the streets, and of course the 4th of July parade. And don't forget Memorial Day's coming up too.
It all keeps coming. If you're in a position to donate for a banner, it's greatly appreciated, and we'll be mentioning the list of donors on this program as a thank you. In fact, I haven't written my check yet. I've got to get around to that. Remember, that's going to do it for Bill Crane, our producer, who couldn't be with us, for Fred Bookter behind the camera.
John, I'm glad to be back home. Paulsboro will always be my home. See you on Broad Street.
I know that feeling. Till next time.